We do something called hashtag tag. That's where we throw out a hashtag based on something one of us has seen on the internet, and today it is... Oh, I did the wrong thing there.
Hashtag actually optional.
All right, there it is. So actually optional is the hashtag tag. Also, why does the AI voice there sound like the Jet 2 holiday person?
Nothing beats an actually optional Jet 2 holiday.
Hashtag actually optional.
Anyway, 601-995-1017. So what is actually optional that you didn't know before? And it was like a mind-blowing thing, whatever you found out.
Something that I will credit the pandemic for is before that, I did not realize that it is actually optional. That you can wear your PJs to the grocery store if you want.
So it would be optional to have like real clothes.
Real clothes, yeah. You don't have to put
optional.
on real clothes.
601-995-1017. There's one that I saw from Patricia where I was like, ooh, I knew that was actually optional.
Hashtag actually optional.
Clicking no to website cookies. I always accepted because I thought I couldn't view the page otherwise. But it's...
Hashtag actually optional.
You could just hit reject and you still get to go to the website. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
But they don't make it obvious that it isn't required.
They really don't. And sometimes now they're real sneaky where they make you go in, like you have to set your preferences and then you have to confirm choices and they make every button slightly smaller for you to click on.
This one says from the internet, you don't have to go to all the family holidays. You can start new traditions.
Hashtag actually optional.
All right, we've gotten so many from the A&A fam, and thank you so much for this. 601-995-1017.
Love Mandy's. All clothes don't have to be folded before they go in a drawer.
Hashtag actually optional.
Amy says waiting for the dishwasher to be full of dishes before turning it on.
Hashtag actually optional.
There was a big campaign that like a dishwashing detergent company did a couple years ago. They were like, it actually doesn't take that much water to run your dishwasher, so run the dishwasher. And I think it's because their sales were probably slumping. So it's like, how do we get people to use more detergent? Tell them to just do half loads.
Well, I remember their old slogan for that ad was like, we do it every night. And it was all couples.
Hashtag actually optional.
This one says...
Hashtag actually optional.
Giving a 2 weeks notice at work.
Oh.
I get that, they
It
can't...
is optional.
They can't throw you in jail for not. I do think that it's a bad look in a lot of cases.
Depends on if you're comfortable burning that bridge or not. I really want to know who sent this in because I totally agree. It says, found out that being everyone's cup of tea is...
Hashtag actually optional.
Paige texted us to say, respecting my elders simply because they're older, even if they're wrong.
Hashtag actually optional.
These are so great.
I love it. I hope this isn't someone's child. It says making all A's.
Hashtag actually optional.
I mean, but then again, you find out it's like, oh, really? C's earned degrees, D stands for done.
I remember I was so mad. I had some cousins that were like 10 years older than me, and they came to visit one time, and they were telling me how whenever they were growing up, my parents had told them C's earned degrees, and they were like, that must be so great having them as parents. I was like, well, that's not their attitude now.
All right, if you have a hashtag to add to today's hashtag tag on,
Hashtag actually optional.
text us.
Chloe, her visit to California changed her perspective on something. She says, saying excuse me and holding the door. I never want to go back.
Hashtag actually optional.
D says separating clothes to wash. Sorry, not sorry. I only separate dark clothes, work clothes, towels, and bedding.
Hashtag actually optional.
Ari says saying no to Halloween candy at the door. Does that mean she goes and is like trick or treat and then it's like, no, I actually don't want candy?
No, peace out.
Hashtag actually optional.
Okay, so is this Hannah?
Yes, it is.
Hannah, I'm so glad you called. Okay, so your hashtag actually optional. You texted us and you said falling in love with the guy next door who you lost contact with 15 years ago and picked right back up like it never happened.
Hashtag actually optional.
There seems like there's more of a story to that. Could you explain?
So, I got to be a little careful how I say this because I got my little one next to me, and we're being careful about things right now. But,
okay.
Had a really long, rough 12 years of my life with somebody,
Mm.
and finally decided to.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Finally decided to,
Walk away from
get that out of my life.
Sure. Okay.
And I decided to reach out to him, and it's been wild.
Oh.
So he leaves your life.
So I'm saying it's actually optional to not stay in a really terrible situation. And
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that maybe you reached back out to this guy recently who made your life miserable all those years.
No,
and it was actually
no.
optional. Okay.
Actually optional to not stay miserable. My bad. I probably should have left that part, put that part in there.
Hey, Hannah, we appreciate you sharing that story with us. And good for you. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. I think it's going to be pretty sweet.
Good for you,
I love
Hannah.
that.
All right, Hannah, you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks. I love y'all. Have a good day.
Aw.
We love you, Hannah. Talk to you later.
Adam and Allison in the morning.